Born as the young master of the most powerful underworld family as a child, he witnessed his childhood sweetheart being abused by her father. The little girl confided in him, saying that when she grew up, she would never marry someone like her father, and promised that when she grew up, she would marry someone as kind as him. So for these 10 years, he gave up everything, always insisting on being a kind and obedient child. Even when his classmates were robbed clean by small-time gangsters, he suppressed his anger and paid protection money for his classmates. But on this day, while taking out the trash with his childhood sweetheart on their way back to the classroom, they encountered that group of thugs again. At this moment, he looked at Xuan's troubled expression, wondering if she had been bullied the next moment. Jiang Shixong glared at those gangsters ready to fight at any moment. However, the thugs completely ignored him and directly taunted him to get lost. Seeing they had strength in numbers, Jiaizong held his anger and silently left. But halfway through, he decided to hide in the shadows and observe if things got worse. He would call his uncles to come. At this time, Xuan nervously looked left and right. Suddenly she shilly said to one of the thugs, "Oh my, don't be so obvious at school." And at this moment, Shen Jingyi placed a mischievous smile on Xuan's shoulder, making her face turn red. Then Xuan pushed him away with both hands, but they were actually teasing and playing with each other. Zhong Shixong, hiding in the shadows, trembled at this moment. His love for Suen seemed to completely collapse. The childhood sweetheart he had loved for 10 years now liked such a thug, and they seemed so sweet together. After returning to the classroom, he remained unsettled. Looking again at the chatting Xuan, still unable to accept all this, so he shakily sent a text message to Xuan. He wanted to clarify that what he saw earlier wasn't what he thought. Right before he could finish asking the dismissal, bell suddenly rang as he was about to leave. In disappointment, suddenly Shujin approached him and said, "Shixong, we haven't walked home together in a long time," seeing Xiong remaining silent. She asked if something was wrong at this moment. Xiong suddenly stopped in his tracks with a very depressed mood. He asked Xuan, "Are you a Shenzhin?" Now she was startled, innocently answering Zhong Xiong, "I was going to tell you, but in the end I don't know how it turned out this way." Instantly, Zhang Xiong's eyes widened. "What Xuan didn't you like gentle and kind people?" Then Xuan made an elegant turn and said, "After dating someone gentle and kind, I found it's actually not that great. Rough bad boys are more charming Zong. Don't you think bad boys are cooler?" Hearing this made his face instantly turn pale, grabbing Xuan's hand, insisting, "You said you like gentle and kind people, but now you like bad boys." "Why, Xuan, actually I'm a bad boy too. I'm worse than anyone." Hearing this, Xuan was confused. "Song, where are you bad? You're so kind." Jiang Shong patted his chest and quickly said, No, I'm very bad. I was acting before. I have thug blood in my bones. Actually, my glasses don't even have prescription lenses. Do you want to see photos from my first birthday party? All the guests were bad people. I'm really a bad boy too." Suen covered her little mouth and chuckled. Then the two reconciled Shigong. "You're worried about me being with a thug and trying to comfort me, so you're putting yourself down, right?" "Zhang, yes." Song chuckled, thinking perhaps this was for the best. Then the two walked home together, chatting about their past. Suddenly, Shen Jinai called out to Suen from behind. Shen Jinga said, "Let's go to a karaoke bar." Jiang Shixong gritted his teeth. "Xuan, you like this kind of guy?" However, at this moment, Shen Jingyi directly confronted him. Hey, you little punk like Xuan. I advise you to stay away from her, or next time you won't be so lucky." Seeing the situation turning ugly, Xian pulled Shen's Jing away. "We've been good friends since we were little. Let's hurry up and go," and whispered to Zhong Shixong, "Let's walk together next time." Zhong Shixong waved with forced composure from a distance. The two looked sweet and intimate for 10 years. "I've tried to be a kind person, yet you like bad boys, woman. Just you wait, I can turn bad too. Let you see what a real bad boy. like directly pulling open the door with one hand with a bang. Instantly all the underlings bowed and shouted, "Young master, this calm and composed stride watch and learn well on the other side," just as his uncle was discussing business. There was a knock at the door with a loud bang. The door was pushed open, interrupting his conversation. "Uncle, I need your help. I want to become a bad boy." His uncle immediately hung up the phone for him. This day had been long awaited. At this moment, Jong-sik-shong asked him, "Uncle, are you a bad person? What about my father?" The next moment, his uncle instantly gave a wicked smile. "Young master, if we have to distinguish, that should be classified as a bad boy. But for me, your father is a very good boss. Also the most powerful boss in G country, but for society in the outside world, your father should be considered a very bad person. Indeed, I have bad blood flowing in my veins. Uncle, help me. I need to turn bad, young master. Your eyes look good now. I've never seen young master show such eyes before now. You look like the boss's son, but uncle has been taking care of him for 10 years. So he knows better than anyone how hard he's been trying. So he asked again, young master, becoming good may be difficult, but turning bad is just a matter of an instant. All your previous efforts will become bubbles." But at this moment, Jiang Shikshong was very determined, "Please, uncle." So after getting an affirmative answer, the uncles first needed to eliminate the aura of kindness that had surrounded him for more than 10 years. From hairstyle to clothing, everything needed to change. But the next second, Jiang Shikshong quickly forgot his pain and once again showed a very happy expression. So his uncle directly patted him on the shoulder and told him, "From today on, you can't smile so brightly. Yes, yes, like this very good young master from now on, you must always remain deep and mysterious." Then his uncle asked him to go back to his room and wait for a while, opening the door, looking at the public welfare awards on the wall for charity work. At this time, it reminded him again of their affectionate scene, making Zhongxiong even more angry. At this time, a minion came to knock on the door. "Young master, may we come in?" after getting an answer. A bald man with a smile said, "Young master, we will make you into a fashionable man. Don't look at me like this. Now my nickname used to be Whirlwind Fashion Man." Then a series of rapid transformations, top Nike, a complete Gucci outfit, flashy gold chains. T, the legendary street punk, appears. The uncles, seeing their young master finally getting on track, cheered inwardly. "Damn, young master so handsome." The next day, Jiang Shikshong followed what his uncle said. Eyebrows, forceful, corners of eyes raised, eyes wide open from the moment he left the door. He had to walk with confident and imposing strides, watch and learn well, showing off like only our brother Shan can, instantly triggering discussions among the crowd. In terms of style, Jiang Shong absolutely nailed it on a bright sunny day. 3 loser girls were also attracted by Jiang Xiong's wild and unrestrained appearance. At this moment, suddenly a girl gave him an admiring greeting, making him slightly nervous. But remembering his uncle's instructions, he couldn't actively greet others, holding back until his mouth itched. Suddenly, unconsciously, he said, "What are you looking at leaving?" The girl completely bewildered. Then walking into the classroom, classmates all greeted him. However, Jiang Zhigong completely ignored them, directly sitting on his desk and giving them a line. "Yo, haven't you seen a handsome guy before?" instantly leaving. The 4 classmates stunned, their mouths wide open. Meanwhile, Xan's jealous gaze also turned towards Jiang Xiong. Not to be outdone, she walked up to greet him, "Shik Song. Let's go to the shop together." Hearing this, Jiang Shikshong immediately stood up. This was exactly what he was waiting for her to say. Then the 2 walked out of the classroom. Zan stopped him. "What's wrong? Did something happen? If something's wrong, you can tell me. Aren't we friends?" Suddenly, Jiang Xikang gave a wicked smile. "Friends? Yes, you ask me if something's wrong. Of course there is. You better go to the shop by yourself." Xuan was stunned, never expecting Xikshong would reject her. "Xikshong, what's wrong with you? You seem like a completely different person." Jiang Shikshong stopped in his tracks, turning coldly. If I don't seem like myself, that's even better besides you. Changed first, I was the one who misplaced my feelings 10 years ago. Because of one sentence from you, my life changed. Now my life has changed again because of you. Then, while skipping class, he encountered that group again, secretly observing where they would go, planning to follow them and learn. So he followed for a long way. At this time, he saw a suffocating scene. The girl directly hugged Chen Jing's arm. The two seemed to have a very sweet relationship. Jen Song immediately clenched his fists. This guy is just a jerk. Yuan, is this the type of person you like on the other side? The girl kept complaining. Jingji, do we still have far to walk? There doesn't seem to be any restaurant around here soon. Shen Jinga indicated they had arrived. They came to a hotel, those who know understand instantly. His face turned into a wicked smile. Zhang Shixong, hiding in the shadows, was gritting his teeth in anger. But the girl also felt this was very inappropriate, just as she was about to leave. Shen Jingyi grabbed her hand, saying it would be quick. The girl yanked her hand away, telling Shen's Jingyi to handle it himself suddenly. Shen's Jing's expression changed drastically. You dead girl? You want to make me angry at this time. The girl was also very angry. Watch your mouth slowly approaching. Shen Jing thought she had changed her mind unexpectedly. She went up and gave him a slap. Suddenly, Shen Jinger gave a wicked smile. The more a girl struggled, the more excited he became, just as Shen Jenner's palm was about to hit the girl. Suddenly, a stone flew from a distance. However, it hit the girl's forehead, hard out shot a bit off. So he picked up another stone, thinking, oh no, didn't mean to hit Li. But he didn't hesitate further. Raising his hand, he threw the stone and a ring together with a bang. It directly hit Shen Jing's forehead, directly making a hole in his forehead,